Jim Klauck here, aka Checka Pro Joe on the Checka Pro Radio Show. I'm going to be talking to my good friend Jim McDonough about something that I don't think I've spoken about before to my listening audience, and that is the exterior washing of your home. I'm going to talk a little bit about soft wash today as well. Jim McDonough is with Veterans Cleaning Solutions. Hey, Jim, how you doing?
I'm doing phenomenal. Thanks for having me on today, Jim.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. You know, it's really easy to remember your name. When
That's
you get
right.
to be my age, if you can remember your own name, it's good. So that's all I have to do is remember my name, Jim. So I've known you for some time. You are a person who's really passionate about what he does. And by the way, thank you for your service. Why don't you talk a little bit about the name of your company, and then I want you to get into the why. Why do you guys at Veterans get out of bed every day to serve the homeowner?
Okay. Well, let's start with the service piece first, and then we'll get into the why. What we do at Veterans Cleaning Solutions. So, 22 years in Army aviation. I started out as an enlisted navigator, and then became a warrant officer, and then finished my last 4.5 years on Fort Rucker, which is now Fort Novacell. And that was as an aviation combat forensics officer. So it was very technical, very rewarding, sometimes sad, but it was a great way to serve all of the aviation brigades in Army aviation across the assignments around the world. So that's what I did as a profession before stepping into Veterans Cleaning Solutions. And Veterans Cleaning Solutions is another service organization. And so why do we do what we do, and what gets me out of bed every day? It's service. It's service to other people. It's making a promise that you're going to have phenomenal service and capital A-N-D, amazing results that go along with that. Because you can have great customer service and poor results, and it's a bad service experience. You could have poor customer service and great results, but it's probably going to even be a worse service event. And so we combine those two together in our mission statement is we believe everyone deserves phenomenal service and amazing results. So what do we do, and how do we bring that together? What's the why that gets us out of bed every day? When we built this company, my business partner and I sat down in the beginning, and we started looking at who did we want to be. We wanted to build a company that was different than everybody else that was out there. We wanted to really resonate with the homeowner. And so what we did is we brought our wives together, and we sat down, we started talking. What do you like about service providers? What do you not like about service providers? And we wrote the list down, and we took more out of what do we not want from a service provider. And that was the big catalyst for building a company that was different. It was the alternative to the service providers, the companies that were out there in our local area. Those that didn't have a phone, they wouldn't answer their phone live. If they did answer, they called you back 2 or 3 days after the initial phone call, if you got a call at all. Would they set appointments and show up on time? That was always hit or miss. Were they professional in my home, around my family? And I have a wife and 2 daughters. And so I was very cognizant of that, how my wife felt with other people in the home, especially when I wasn't there and I was deployed. And so that was a big piece to how we built the company to be different, is what would we make people feel like in their home? It's their home. We're a guest. And so customer service training with our organization is our number one training event. The technical skills of getting things done, that's pretty easy. That's about 15% of the job. It's the 85% of treating people well, serving people, listening to them, writing down their problems, coming up with a course of action, and guiding them from start to finish. And after all, we were a cleaning company. So not only when we're done cleaning, but clean up after yourself. Don't leave a mess. The why is very important to us. Okay. It's the why that brings us back every day. It's the why that makes a connection, not only with our customers, but with our team members. We're all servants, and we understand that, what it means to serve fellow man. And so when we're recruiting people, we're also recruiting happy, healthy people that want to serve others. It's a big part of who we are and what we do and why we do it.
And Jim, that is so important, and it's critical. And I want everyone to listen to that, because it's not the technical aspect at time of hire. You can always train technical, almost always.
Mhm.
If you're hiring a pilot, a little different. You want them to have some tech up front. But when it comes to this type of work, you really would like to have a good person, a nice person, people who can relate to other people, great soft skills, and then teach them the skills on how to clean later. A lot of people will put that ad out there online, looking for an experienced cleaner. Really? How about looking for a real great person who's great with customer service, who has proven do. And
There you go.
then
Right.
no experience necessary in cleaning. We will train you.
That's right.
That'd be better, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly how we do it.
Yeah. And that's the way it should go. Hey, Jim, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you for answering the why question. And I want everyone to understand that when you need to have something cleaned in and around your home, you've got to consider Jim and his team. And for anything else home service oriented, make sure you're hiring a company that has the right why. It's so important. Jim, as always, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you for having me.